Hi class, today we are on Saxon Math, Book 4, Lesson 86, and today we're going to talk about multiplying multiples of 10 and 100. So here is my first example. 40 is a multiple of 10, 4 times 10. 30 is a multiple of 10 as well. I love this almost as much as the last lesson where we're multiplying by 10 and 100 and 1,000. It's almost as easy. So in this case, we kind of do the same thing where we ignore the zeros and we say, well, what's 4 times 3? Piece of cake. That's an easy math fact. We know it's 12. Now we bring the zeros back in, but instead of just having the one number with zeros, we have a total of 2 zeros here that we're dealing with. We have 1 0 for the 40, we have 1 0 for the 30, so we have to represent both of those zeros in our answer. So our answer would be 1,200. Okay, our first example here says in the weightlifting room, a group of football players lifted 80 pounds of weights 60 different times. So they lifted 80 pounds 60 times. There's my information. How many pounds of weights did the players lift all together? So they did it 60 times, which means the first time they lift 80 pounds, the second time they lift 80 pounds, the third time they lift 80 pounds. We need to multiply here. We've got 60 groups of 80. So we're multiplying times multiples of 10. Ignore those zeros. What is 8 times 6? I'm sure you're yelling it at your screen. 48. And how many zeros are in my problem here? 1, 2, so I need 2 zeros in my answer. So 4,800 pounds is the total amount the football team lifted. Those are some strong athletes. All right, example 2 says a store has 30 ping pong paddles for sale at $7 each. How much money will the store receive if all of the ping pong paddles are sold? So the first one is $7, the second one is $7, the third one is $7. So we've got 30 groups of $7 paddles. Again, it's a multiplication problem. Ignore the zero and say, what is 3 times 7? 21, Mrs. Duarte. Yes, 21 would be correct. How many zeros are in this problem? Just the one. We don't have any zeros here. Now, we could have written it like that with some zeros. Here it is without those zeros. Here it is with those zeros. It doesn't really make a difference. It's just, am I going to show my change or not? I don't have any change, so I am just as happy saying it's $210 when we do 30 times $7. All right, I told you this was easy. We're down to one more example. Multiply mentally 400 times 700. Same thing. Ignore those zeros. What is 4 times 7? 28. Hardest part of this problem. How many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many zeros need to be in your answer? 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Go on back and fill in your comma there. 280,000 is your answer. All right, so we have some lesson practice problems. I am going to put those up on the board behind me if it's easier for you to look in your book. These are on page 549 of your textbook. it. Just 4 written practice problems. Go ahead and give those a shot. If you're looking at the textbook, I actually labeled mine wrong. This is A, this one's B, C, and D. If you're just looking at my board, no big deal. We'll go over the answers together at the end. Hit pause so you can try these on your own, and then play again when you're ready to see the answers. So, 70 times 80. What is 7 times 8? 5, 6, 7, 8. 56 equals 7 times 8. How many zeros? 1, 2. So 2 zeros in my answer. Now, the book wrote it like this, and I almost left the change off, but I decided I should put it there so I can show you how to do this. I, in my mind, would just ignore those zeros and say, okay, what's 40 times 6? Well, what's 4 times 6? 24. How many zeros? 1. Don't forget to give your answer a $sign, and then you're good to go there. 40 times 50. What is 4 times 5? This one's a little different. 4 times 5 is 20. Do not count this 0 when you're tacking on these zeros. Here we have 20 plus I need to add 2 more zeros for an answer of 2,000. And finally, what is 3 times 8? It's also 24, and then I have 1, 2, 3 zeros that I need to tack on. Throw in a comma, and you've got 24,000. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this lesson. You can begin your written practice on page 550. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon.